So
my daughter's helping me do this because I am not techie savvy at all. So she's set this up for me to do. Oh my gosh. I love you too. Thank you.
So cool.
Oh my gosh. People are actually joining this thing. What?
Someone said your hair looks amazing.
Oh my gosh. I just got it done from my daughter Christine today, and I'm really excited about it because I don't have all that gray showing up right now. I feel more like myself. Tell me, I can barely read them. They're going so fast. Lexi, help me.
Okay.
Okay, what? What's going on?
Ooh, okay, wait. I'll screenshot that. I made edits of you on my TikTok username. Okay.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay, I want to see that.
I'm so happy to see you in your element and your home.
Finally home.
Need you on an all-star season. That'll be iconic.
Ooh, I don't know if I can handle that.
Hey, would you have voted for MJ over Cam?
Yes. Wait, help me. Help me.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't read them that fast. Which one should
Can't
I?
you delay it?
Is there a way to do that? I don't even
if I
know.
can
Oh
do
my
it.
God. There's people on here, CJ. Like 340 people. What the heck?
This is insane.
Oh my gosh. This is so fun. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Someone said you're the reason BB26 did not flop.
Woo! Yay! I think there's a lot of great people in that house, though.
Let's see. Who do you miss most from the house?
Leah.
That's that easy?
It's that easy, Leah. Leah loved me, and I don't even care. Like, I don't care what anyone says. She's genuine, 100%. Like, I love her to death. I love her to death.
Would you take Leah to the F2 if you had the opportunity?
Absolutely. They said, Lexi, you're queen bee.
Thank you. Will you be watching this season for yourself?
The season that we were in? Mm-hmm. The season that I was in? Oh, yeah, I'll watch it. I just haven't had a lot of opportunity just yet, but I can't wait to watch it back. I think it'll be weird to watch it back, but I'm looking forward to it. Right now, I've just been home, like, with my family and my grandbabies. When I got home and I pulled in front of the house, the grandkids were out there, and they gave me the biggest hugs. We sat in the hammock for, like, an hour, and I just loved on them and just got to hold the new baby. It was so, so good. So good to be home.
Have you watched the season back yet?
No, I haven't. I've been watching a few of the memes and a couple of other things. I'm overwhelmed with excitement and just like disbelief. Like, pinch me. I can't believe this.
Okay, someone did mention that Angela's group chat on Twitter was ride or die for you all season. I was a part of that. I knew you guys are all...
Thank you guys so much for that. Lexi has shown me that stuff. She's helped me get my own Twitter up, and it's been so much fun just looking at all the wonderful comments and how much you guys had my back. Like, I appreciate that so, so much.
Okay, I like this one. Will you do an unboxing video of your BB stuff?
Oh yeah, I would do it. I would do that. You have to help me with that.
We'll write that down.
I will do that. That will be. I'm looking forward to that box coming. They said it would be here within 2 weeks of being out of the house. So I'm really looking forward to that box, especially my BB comic. I can't wait to get that here at home.
Any advice to getting cast?
Any advice to getting cast? Yes, be yourself. Let your crazy out. Be whoever you are, because they're looking for little puzzle pieces to go into this game. And I think that's the best thing to do. The best advice is just be yourself.
Let's see. How do you
handle the haters? Please know they don't speak for everyone. Honestly, from my experience is, you know what? Hate me or support me, either way. If you're leaving comments, then that just works for me, I guess. So go for it. I don't care. I really honestly only read the positive stuff, and I appreciate that. I appreciate the people that know it was a game, that know that there's a lot of pressure in that house, and that understand that whatever happened there. Outside of the house is a very different world. So I appreciate the support and the love that I have read through this whole TikTok and everything, and Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much, because I am really trying to focus just on the positive stuff, and I appreciate it so, so much. I am repeating myself now. Jeez. Would I do any other TV shows? Heck yeah, I would. In a heartbeat. It just depends on what it would be. How do you feel about charcuterie board when Brooklyn first ate it? I think I pretty much let you all know how I felt when Brooklyn ate that charcuterie board. I was starving. And that's like my favorite thing in the world. I make those all the time in the holidays here at home. And so when I'm watching her and you know what? I'm going to give her props. She made that thing look good. I mean, if it hadn't looked so good, maybe I wouldn't have been so like jealous about it, but it looked good. Brooklyn did a great job with that board. Do you ever get bored? Do you ever get bored in the house? In the Big Brother house, all the time we would get bored, especially when we're in there for 5 days waiting for the yard and waiting for it to be opened up with a comp. We would get very, very bored. Like the fish in the fish tank looked like they were having more fun at times.
Let's see.
What else? You're going way too fast. I can't read them.
I'm reading them.
Okay.
Drop your recipes on what you cooked in the house.
I didn't really cook in the house. To be honest with you, Leah was the best cook in the house. That girl could whip up anything out of anything. Like, she is so good. She would make her own sauces. She would create this beautiful food. Honestly, also, I would have to say this. Her lasagna was the best lasagna I have ever had, hands down. Ask that girl for that recipe because it was like the best thing I ate in the house.
Leah, I need to try that lasagna. My mom has been nonstop raving about it.
Yes, it was so good. Would you go on Traders? In a heartbeat. Yes, I would go on Traders.
The Amazing Race?
Only if I was going with Leah.
Yes, I would love to see that. Is Survivor up next?
I'd do that too in a heartbeat. Let's face it, Jeff is easy on the eyes. I would go.
How does it feel to be an icon?
I didn't know I was. This is crazy.
Let's see.
What else is there?
The charcuterie edit was hilarious. Have you got to see that yet?
I got to see that charcuterie edit, and it was giving me life. I loved it. I thought it was so funny how they clipped in and spliced these little things of me laying around and crying and all of that. I was crying about my family and my babies. When you're on the show, like, I kept worrying that I was going to be perceived as the crybaby of the season. And obviously, yes, I had, shed a lot of tears in that house. But quite honestly, I missed my family a lot. I struggled with that every single day. Like, being away from my kids and my grandkids, it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, probably. I missed them terribly. So that's why there was a lot of tears mixed with emotion and mixed with everything else. What do you miss most about BB? Honestly, we were out to dinner tonight with my family, and I said, it's so weird that I actually miss being in the house. I miss their faces. I miss our camaraderie. I miss all of it. I miss everything that had to do when things were good and I hadn't shot myself in the foot or something. Like, I really do. I miss being in that house.
Joseph's in the chat. He said,
hi, Joseph.
Angela.
I love you, Joseph. Joseph is the coolest dude. Honestly, he just had the best sense of humor and all the wisecracks that he had. And just overall, his energy. Joseph is an icon. He was so much fun in the house. What was your favorite competition win? Probably New Rule, the first one for my first HOH. That was crazy, just winning that. And Joseph helped me get there, and T-Core, like, they were right there by my side. Had they not helped me get to that final positioning in that game to actually win, I couldn't have done it without them. So I'm really appreciative to them both.
You have to tell them about this.
I love when you came out of the porta potty at Jankie's World. Oh, I have to tell you. So initially they had us coming out from, Leah and I, coming out from behind the stage in Jankie's World. And she popped her head out first and she was like, hey, everybody. And then I popped my head out a second and I said, it's time for the veto ceremony. But then from there, I looked across and I saw those porta potties and there aren't any other doors out there. And I thought, hey, a veto ceremony, you need to open a door and announce it. And I was like, hey, can we come out of the porta potty doors? And then there was silence for a minute. And then it was like, yeah, let's try it. So we did it. And I kept laughing like 3 times coming out of there because you just couldn't take it serious. And then on the 4th time, we nailed it and we got it and it made the show. And they were like, chef's kiss, great job. It's going to be in the show. And I'm so excited. I was really excited about it. What was the funniest moment in the house? Ooh, there are a lot of funny moments in the house. I have to think. Oh, funniest moment in the house. I love when Cam would come down the stairs and he took on this persona of this singer, and I thought that was great. I really loved the little bits that he would do. And I loved the bits that Quinn would do. He had me laughing, especially when he was going around with his little stick and his little bag and acting like kind of like a homeless guy, looking for votes. Any votes welcome to stay in the house. I thought that was great. He had a lot of good comedic humor. How has your time? I can't read that. How has your time been with your family? Also, how did you feel to see your daughter after the long season? When I got home, I was greeted with open arms and love from my family, my grandbabies, my husband, being in my own bed, showering my own shower, and just being in my own house in my own element. I am such a happy girl right now. I really, really am. And man, what an experience to be in that house. What an experience of a lifetime. Is Leah invited for Thanksgiving? Leah and I have talked. Her sister Danny and my daughters have talked. I would love to have her and her sister here for a Friendsgiving, hopefully this year, if not this year, next year. But I know she's coming here to ski eventually. Who are my kids' favorite besides you?
Leah! Is that even a question?
Tucker.
And Cam and a lot of people.
Cedric. Joseph.
So many.
Yeah.
Oh, do you miss being in the house?
Do top three?
Top three?
Okay, top three. You too, CJ.
Okay, not in any order because Leah, number one, Tucker, Cedric. Is that a good one? CJ, you want to go?
Who did you like? Come on over here.
Leah, Cam, and Joseph.
Woo!
Okay. I like those guys. I like those too. Do you miss being in the house?
Yeah. Oh, I do. I miss being in the house sometimes.
Let's see.
How do you feel? What? How do you feel about Quinn lying about you exposing power when you never did? Well, in that house, you never know what's going on. You have literally paranoia 24/7. So you think everybody is out to get you. Even if you feel you're in a good position, you still feel like everybody is out to get you. So do I feel any kind of way about it? No, it was a game. We played it. We all played it hard. And at the end of the day, it just was paranoia in that house. Any moves or decisions that you regretted? Nope, not a one.
Ooh, what's your new favorite music since you've been in the house?
I love Billie Eilish. So Birds of a Feather is like, I love that song. And honestly, I saw a meme that was made with Leah and I literally was a ball bag. I was crying so hard because I was like, oh, it's the epitome of how much I care about that girl. Did being in the top 3 AFP surprise you? Yeah, a bit. It surprised me quite a bit. I was, when I was in the jury house with Quinn, he was like, oh, you and Tucker totally have this. Like, one of you are going to get it. I was in complete denial. I was like, no, I'm not going to get it. I don't think so. I'm pretty humbled by this whole experience. I didn't really feel like I would have a title like that, even being in the top 3. What did you do in the jury house? What did we do in the jury house? Well, the first day I got there, I just hung out with the house guests of the jury house that were there. And then I slept that entire night until the next day at 4 p.m. I woke up. Leah and I shared cooking. We hung out by the pool, floated in the pool, and I just released all of the paranoia and all of the anxieties that you feel when you're in that house, and just kind of just like felt at ease and calm and at peace with it. And there was some sadness too, because I really wanted to win that show like we all did. And so I think we just kind of hung out. We played cards. We made friendship bracelets all day long. We talked around the table, the 4 of us, and then the 5 of us. We had a good time. We had a really good time. And I am very lucky and blessed to have had that time in the jury house so that I was well rested and able to come home to my family and not need to like rest. I was able to have plenty of that once I got home. I was already good to go. Did you change your personal character in the house? Or are you always this awesome? I am what you see. I always am just me. I didn't change who I was. I definitely cried more in that house than I do at home, and wore my heart on my sleeve a lot more than I do in my everyday life. But I still do that anyway. And I'm still a wild and crazy mom. I still have fun with my kids, my grandbabies. And I usually am the main character in the room wherever I am. And that was kind of a little bit hard for me being in Big Brother house, because everybody chosen is a main character when they enter a room. Everybody was that awesome. And so it was hard to kind of see how I would fit, but somehow I made it week after week. I kept surviving. Hardest comp, the wall. The wall's the hardest comp. I dropped first. Man, you know what? I did watch a meme on that, and I'm going to tell you what. We had to get up there. And when you're up there, it is so much higher than it looks like when it's on television or online. It's really high. And also how it pivoted down, it literally felt as though we were completely horizontal. Like it was hard to stay up. Do you have a cameo? What is that?
Do you have cameo?
Yes, I have cameo.
Let's see. If you stayed after double eviction, would you have aligned with Chemo and Rabina?
Yes.
Let's see. Joseph said Angela is a reality TV legend.
Oh, Joseph's a reality TV legend.
For real.
Love you too. Oh my gosh, there's so many nice things. What is
Dude.
that? Do any of your kids want to be on BB? I don't know. CJ, would you do Big Brother? Well, you just say it out loud because nobody can hear you. Come over here and say yes, you would. You don't want to? Okay. Would you do it, Lex?
Personally, I don't know. That was a lot of exposing and just, I feel like that'd be so nerve-wracking. Okay. Is your son CJ single?
Yes.
Did you ever forget about the cameras?
Yes, all the time. I did not think that my family would watch the live feeds, and I'm not a live feeder, which I will be now for life. Now seeing kind of what that looks like, what my kids said that is. So I didn't really appreciate the fact that my family could see me all the time. I was always so worried and really wanted to know that they could see me. What is that happening? Why is there a filter on there?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, but I don't want a filter.
Hold on.
I
Hold
want to
on.
look like myself.
I did not mean to press that. How do I do
Let me
that?
get rid of that.
I don't know.
Because I really don't want a filter, Lexi.
I'm sorry. I did
It's
not mean
okay.
to do
It's
that.
okay.
I don't even know how that went on.
That looks weird.
That looks so weird. We're all up close and personal. What the heck? Guys, comment if you know how to get rid of this. Oh my gosh, there's so many. No filter needed. Nope. Did you, let's see.
Is there like a filter button?
Oh,
you can get rid
okay.
of?
I got it.
Okay, good.
Sorry about that.
I don't want a filter.
Okay. Let's see. Loved your Jennifer Coolidge impersonation. You should do one.
No, it takes me a second to do her. And I don't even think I'm that good at doing her voice.
Technical difficulties. Okay.
Thank you. I just got my hair done today by my daughter Christine, and I am in love. It's soft. It just feels so good. The grays are gone. Woo! Goodbye, gray.
This one. Oh, where'd it go? Right here.
Swipe left or right. Thoughts on Cedric?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love the kid. He just lives not too far from me. I think he said it's a 3-hour drive. So I told him to please come and visit me anytime. I absolutely adore him.
Oh, have you thought that far ahead? What is your Halloween costume going to be?
I have actually thought about it. I might wear one of my comp outfits from BB. It should be here just before Halloween, I think.
Let's see.
Oh, this is so exciting. There's so many people
There's so
asking
many.
things.
Would
That's
you
so
do
cool.
BB reindeer games?
Yes, I would.
Oh, this one. Angela, we need a charcuterie board tutorial.
Already planning it. Already planning it. Stay tuned.
Let's see. Hold on. Cam and you had a sweet relationship.
I love Cam. He's great.
Can you comment on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City rumors?
No, I have not been reached out to, and I highly doubt it.
Would you ever come back for a full season and fast back?
Ask me in a week, because I'm not sure how I feel about that just yet. I mean, I just got out of there, and that was a long time away from my family. It is really hard. And I question why they don't necessarily always put older people with children and grandchildren on there, because it is a struggle. It really is a daily, hourly struggle to be away from your family.
What is Dad's thoughts on like the whole season as a whole?
My husband's thought is I didn't realize, again, that my family would be watching the live feeds. From what I understand from my children, he is so addicted to watching live feeds and looking up my name and Googling it and looking at all the memes and all of that. When I got home, it was like, he was like, looking at that, looking at me, looking at that, looking at me. He was just like, my wife is on TV. Like, of course I'm going to be watching the live feeds. He was so excited about it, and he's so proud of me, and he knew that I would just be myself naturally and just, you know, I do tend to have a big mouth. I told them that prior to getting on the show, and I said it could be the thing that just gets me the boot right away. And, you know, I guess I try to filter, but it's really hard to filter. It really is for me. It's hard.
Mom, did you like the slop?
No, I hated the slop.
Okay,
oh my gosh.
So tell them about like what it was, because
okay, so the slop, I guess my kids said they never really like fully told you guys what it was. It literally is this white tub of still oats. It's worse than oatmeal. They're like little tiny itty bitty rocks, and we had to grind them down. And even when we grind them down, it was so awful. They were so tough, and just eating them was worse than oatmeal. It was disgusting, and it just always tasted chalky and nasty. It was like dirt. It was awful. We could have that. We could have pickles and olives. That is it. That is what we got. We would make things called like splitza, like a pizza crust. Oh, we could put salsa on it. But it tasted really awful too. Like none of it was good at all. Oh, what does that say?
Oh my gosh, I can't. It's fun.
Lexi's kind of navigating the screen for me.
Thoughts on Tucker?
I love Tucker. I think Tucker is great. Tucker is a hell of a competitor. He's a great personality. He's a gentleman. He's a sweetheart. He's got so much, like, how can I explain this? He has so much life. You could just tell he's bursting with energy and life. And he's just somebody you want to be around because he's just so fun and positive, and he's got this energy, this electric energy about him. And he is a storyteller. He's such a good storyteller. And when you don't have your phone and you don't have TV and access to the outside world, like you live for Tucker's stories and Leah's. They both have great stories to tell. And so, you know, I love Tucker. I can't wait to visit New York and see all the places that he told me about and sightsee with him. I'm excited about that.
Did you get to keep all your outfits from Big Brother?
Yes, we did. They took them from us before we went home, and they're going to put them in our BB box, so that way when I get home I unbox all of that, because literally we were allowed one suitcase and one very, very small carry-on thing that would stay with them once we go into the house. So really all I had was my suitcase.
Do you like the Angela nickname?
Yes. I think that's cool. I can't believe they gave that to me.
I
That
think
is
it's
so cool.
Let's see. What's your favorite previous season of Big Brother?
I love the season Casey went in because I thought she was a hell of a gal. She did so good in that season. I also love Taylor Hale's season. I mean, I'm a big Taylor fan, and anything Janelle was in, I was here for it. I love Janelle. She is awesome. She is like the comp queen, princess, all of the things. She was just wonderful. So any seasons that they were in, I loved. I love.
Was it hard to readjust to reality?
Yes. When I got to go actually out into the world, it was for our rap party, a little club in Hollywood, and it was so weird just seeing all the faces and all the people.
You got bombarded as soon as you went in.
Yeah, it was cool. I just had all these people cheering for me, Angela, and then calling me that Godzilla and all of those things. Like it was really special, and I'm so thankful. But yeah, it was really strange, just like even ordering a drink or going to a restaurant or going into a store. I haven't gone into a store where I've purchased anything yet, so I can't wait to go to Target.
What do you think of your BB comic?
I love my BB comic. I think it is iconic. Like when I saw that, I was like, yes, they got me in the outfit with my punishment, where I felt so empowered after finishing it. And I just think it embodied like, kind of like, you know, I can do hard things. I can do tough things. I'm a badass bitch and I can do anything. So I was like, yes, I love that comic.
Oh, did any house guests know you were on other shows?
No, I never told them. I never told them that I'd been on game shows or that Dr. Phil new series. I didn't feel like there was a place for it. I didn't want them thinking, oh my gosh, you know, she's won money, or maybe she's really good at doing TV. Because honestly, I'm not. I'll tell you the story of how really quick. I'll try to be really quick with it, but the game show thing, honestly, my sister wanted to go to a taping of Dancing with the Stars so bad. It was like her favorite show ever. And so I got onto this website called On Camera Audiences. And I signed us up. And then next thing you know, I got another email from On Camera Audiences saying, hey, if you and a guest would go to a taping of Let's Make a Deal next week, then we will get you VIP tickets to Dancing with the Stars, where you can sit up there with the stars on that second story. And I'm like, all day long, baby, tell me what I need to do. I'd never really watched the show before, so I got on YouTube, figured it out pretty quick. Told my sister, we're going to put on pajamas, and we're going to go as the realistic housewives of the OC. And so her and I went down there. I saw in the green room very early on that they were literally casting for who was going to go on the show right then and there. And watching everybody else walk up to the cameras and the people that were asking questions of them, they were pretty like, quiet and just not really giving it everything. And so when I got up there, because I waited, I was a little reserved and I waited for it. When I got up there, I jumped up on the chair and I was like, I'm Angela Murray and I'm here to embarrass my kids on national TV. Woo! And then I started going on and on and on about all this stuff in my life and how silly and crazy that I am. And then before you know it, I was getting called up on stage with Wayne Brady. And then they told me after I won, you can come back every 2 years. So what did I do? I went back every 2 years. And so I was on the show 3 times. 3 times. One time here at home when it was during COVID, they allowed me to be on the show then as well. And as far as the Dr. Phil thing goes, because I was on that show and Price is Right, and I knew that I could do that, I got an email that pretty much, they didn't say who was doing it. They just said a celebrity therapist. And if you've got a problem in your family or a conflict, my daughter, Christine, quickly grabbed my phone from me and she's like, oh my gosh, it's like they're a fly on the wall. And she goes messaging them back. And then before you know it, we're getting on that show as a family. And that was pretty cool. And I would do it again because it brought my daughter and my husband back together.
Let's see.
I know it's like an accumulation of how did you do it and why did you do it, and is this like a history for you? And like, no, it's not. Like, it was just the game shows, yes, like that was fun